welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that I have been putting off for quite some time because I'm still emotionally scarred and still drowning in my own tears, and I've studied all the other books. I went and I read the entire series all over again looking for loopholes. This is going to be not so much a review of Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas, but more of a mad rambling of me desperately trying to deny what has happened here. This is gonna be chock full of spoilers, so I'm too distressed about this to even do a non-spoilery part of this review. So I'm gonna tell you a non-spoilery part of Throne of Glass, for those of you who haven't started the Throne of Glass series. It's about a young woman. She is in a slave camp, she is an assassin, and she's given the opportunity to fight for her freedom. That's all I'm really gonna say, other than it is an incredible book. But this book in particular is what I'm going to talk about today, and I'm going to say a lot of things that are going to spoil it for you. So if you haven't read it, leave. Go read it, come back, cry with me, so that we can talk about this. Non-spoilery people, see you later. Bye. Okay. Spoilery people, I am not okay. I am not okay with any of this. Oh, what the... Holy sh... I'm scared. I'm legitimately scared. What are we gonna do? I read over the entire series all over again, looking for loopholes and ways out, and I found some, I think. In Queen of Shadows, Rowan says twice that if something were ever to happen to her, he would open whatever portal he needed, he would go into whatever realm he needed to get her back. Rowan has got this, he's got this, he's gonna find her, he's gonna get her out away from Marv, which I have other things to talk about in a second, but he's gonna get her out, and then when the thing happens with Erewhon, when she has to kill herself to make the lock, he's gonna go and get her. Also, what if Fenris could just jump into another realm and just come back with her? Why don't they do that? Or what if they give Dorian's brother as the sacrifice? No one likes him, so what do we give him instead? I mean, he's obviously got the same blood and all that, da 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 da. Let's give him and leave Aelin and Dorian alone. Just wrap them up in nice little blankets, put them on a shelf, and don't let Sarah J Maas have them until she learns to play nicely. Also, another thing, Erewhon was trapped in an iron box for a very, very long time. Just like Aelin is now trapped in an iron box, he got out. Aelin knows how to get out because she's got the wired marks. She can get out. Guys, she can get out. She can get out and she can burn the whole place down and she can kill Marv. That bitch has got to die. There's got to be a way to kill her. And can I just say, Lysandra and Aoden, I ship it so damn hard. I want them to have little babies with that have the Ashriva eyes and then turn into snow leopards all the time. That's what I want. Okay, and I just want to take a second to talk about Dorian because I don't think Dorian gets enough credit. He grew up in a severely, severely abusive household where if he was honest about who he was, he would have been enslaved or killed, which is what ended up happening. There was a demon inside of him and he managed to get it the hell out. He saw the woman that he loved beheaded by his father. And on top of that, he lost his best friend, all in the same blow. He went through some really, really awful stuff, and I think that people need to give him a little more credit. Dorian Hallevad is a badass, and if anyone wants to challenge me on that, I will fight you. There were lots of steamy bits in this book, which is not something we've had in previous books in the series. The beach scene was... and Dorian and Manon's scene was... I'm such a child. I do ship Dorian and Manon, but I don't know if I want Manon to be queen of Terrasen. I don't think she'd be a very good queen of Terrasen because that's humans, and she doesn't know how to handle humans. Aside from Elide, who is not entirely human. I love Elide so much. I love how she is with Lorcan. He's literally there, like, being, I am death, I am Helles, I am just the most dangerous person in the whole world, fear me, and she's just like, are you done? Are you done? Okay, okay. And I love how domesticated he has become. Like, this guy who's leveled cities is washing her clothes for her. Anyone think that that bit where Elide was a fortune teller, oracle kind of thing, anyone think that that might be foreshadowing? All I want is all of my ships sailing and all of my favorite people alive and happy. And I want Aelin to be queen of Terrasen, which is another thing that's worrying me. She and Manon come out of the mirror and they've just seen how things are going to happen, and we all know that Queen Sarah foreshadows everything. Okay, then explain to me this. Aelin says at the end of when she comes out of the mirror and Marva's threatening Elide, she says Terrasen will need Elide, which makes me worry that the throne's gonna go to Elide and not Aelin, which is not something I'm actually okay with. I love Elide, I really do, but I don't want her to be Queen of Terrasen. And I don't want Manon to be Queen of Terrasen either. I want Manon to be Queen of the Waits. I want her to go back home with the Braxos, who I love so much, and I want her to go there and be happy and rule her kingdom. I want Aelin, who has suffered so much, who has gone through so much, and has earned this. I want her to be Queen of Terrasen. That was the whole point. And if she's not Queen of Terrasen, I have a problem. I'm not okay with that. And it's really quite distressing. I want to know what they saw in the mirror. What Manon and Aelin saw in the mirror, because they are now obviously know exactly how everything's going to go, and we don't. And why was Manon snarling about it? They obviously knew that Aelin was going to have to give Manon the wired key, which is what she did anyway. She put it in her pocket when Marv was being the big old bitch. Manon is going to have something to do with the wired keys when it comes to the gate, maybe. But I don't want Manon to die either. I don't want anyone to die. I did love this book. It was beautifully written and it was incredible, and that bit with the sea serpents, the sea dragons, sea snakes, whatever, it really was incredible. I was so terrified. The bit in the cabin when she's facing off Rolf and she's pretending to be Selena, that was brilliant. That was fantastic. I loved that. Out of all the books in the series, this is my least favourite, simply because it was so distressing at the end. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. I just preferred Queen of Shadows and Heir of Fire because I got a satisfactory ending. I wasn't left screaming and crying. And I finished this book in the car on the way to meet Sarah J. Maas. So I met her like an hour after I'd finished reading the book, and I got my book signed by her, and I just started crying. Not just because of the ending of the book, but because I was meeting the Queen. So I'm sorry if this wasn't really a very well constructed review. I am still emotionally scarred from this book. Maybe I will do another video about it another time, but as for now, that's pretty much all my destroyed, wretched soul can put together for this. Let me know what you guys thought of this book if you've read it. I would really love to hear your thoughts. I know a lot of people weren't huge fans of this book in particular. I'd really love to hear what you have to say. Any ideas that you have of how we can get out of this mess and how our baby bird Rowan can fix this for us. Thank you all for watching. I will have another video up for you really soon. Take care. Love to your mum. Bye!